Hello, followers from somewhere that is not a cruise cabin. To confirm, I am back. I am home. I just didn't quite manage to get my vlogs finished whilst I was away, and unfortunately, I was ill when I came back. What a surprise! I always come back with a cruise bug. So this is me just getting around to finish them now, but I did want to finish. So last video I updated was kind of just the footage that I'd taken throughout the day for the excursion at Icy Strait Point, which was it was a River Valley wildlife excursion, which was good fun. So I'll just go from that point onwards. So after that excursion, everyone loves a food picture, so I will put my lunch from that day pictures up, which was at the American Diner again. So it was like a fish sandwich type thing for lunch, which was nice, and a bit of carrot cake, because why not? You're on holiday. So did that, and then that afternoon I met some solos. I played some Scrabble, not that I normally play Scrabble at home, but played Scrabble. Had the solo meet, which that day was the t-shirt making for the glow party for the following day, so the Ketchikan day, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But that gets a whole video in itself, the t-shirt making experience. It's absolute nonsense, I will say this. It's just nonsense, but it was so funny at the time, and I will share the laughs with you all, even though you might watch it and think, you bunch of children, but it was fun at the time. So t-shirt making. Dinner that evening was the buffet, and then we had attempted for the entertainment in the evening to go to one of the Beatles shows. However, even though we tried to go early, doors were shut, couldn't get in, it was packed. So was turned away. So I thought, what are we gonna do now? So there was a comedy show on the floor below, and we went to that, and it was quite good. It was fine. It was definitely audience members trying to make the show about them and about what they wanted the topics to be, which I will say at one point it did turn to US politics, which is obviously a touchy subject at the moment, but the comedian on stage actually, I just asked the person to leave, which I thought was handled very well. So 10 out of 10 for that. After the comedy show, it was time for the professional production on the ship, which anybody that knows me knows I am a musical fan. So it was really cool to have like a proper like Broadway production on the ship. So what was on when I was on board was Jersey Boys. Now I have seen Jersey Boys once before at the UK tour cast. So it was the UK tour cast, and that was in Aberdeen. And what I would say is the production I saw on the ship, no offence to the UK tour cast, but the ship production was actually much better. It just was more polished, I think. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Was fantastic. So I know that previously on Bliss they have had Six the musical, which I love Six as well. And then on some of the other ships, I can't remember what other shows they've got, but I know one of them at the moment has Choir of Man on it, which is a musical that I really enjoy. I've seen that on West End, which is so cool. And yeah, so really nice. After that, club time. So the venue that I was in the evening for the comedy show, that actually turns into like a club in the evening, like at night time. So yeah, that was an experience. That was an experience. But I ended up having probably my first like proper late boozy night of the cruise, which was good fun. I don't normally do that sort of thing. Like, I don't tend to go to the nightclubs and stuff on a ship unless I have met, like, you know, really made good friends that enjoy that sort of like thing. Like, otherwise I will maybe go to like the music shows, and then maybe later on, if there's like a pianist or something like on later on in the evening, maybe have some quiet time. But I will say the nice thing, not that it's not nice to I will speak to anybody, right? I will talk to anybody. I will chat away to anyone. I'm a very social person. but it's not often that on a cruise that I go on solo that I meet a lot of other solos that are of a similar age to me and have similar interests and also enjoy going out to the late night venues and stuff, which was the case on this cruise. So it was a bit different, but it was nice to kind of have peers, I guess, to share that experience with. So yeah, late night. And I think by the time that we'd finished in the social, by the time we'd been to the local and got fries at 3 o'clock in the morning, like it was a late night. So yeah, late night. And then unfortunately that meant getting up in the morning again to go out on an excursion. So excursion the next morning was, so we were in Ketchikan the next day. Now I was cutting it very fine for time and I was like last person on the bus for the excursion, but we made it. It was okay. Got there in time. Everything worked out okay. So that excursion was the Great Alaskan Lumberjack Show, which was really good fun actually, and I would recommend it. Totally recommend it. Now, one of my colleagues, Stuart, you get a vlog shout out. One of my colleagues had done the same cruise last year, and so he had recommended to me to do it, and I thought, yeah, I'll go and do it. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Would recommend. What I would say is that we were the last people back on the ship. A common theme going on here of me being late for things, but we were the last person back on, the last people back on the ship. So just as a little bit of information for those of you who maybe don't cruise, if you go on, the ship has an all aboard time where you're in the port. You must be on the ship by that time. Then the ship tends to actually leave the port half an hour after, but like the gangways are coming up at that all aboard time. Now, if you book an excursion through the cruise line and you go on the cruise line's excursion, if you are late back, that is the responsibility of the cruise line. The cruise will wait. If you book an independent excursion and for whatever reason you don't make it back in time, so like there is traffic and your transfer coach gets stuck or something like that, no, the ship is not waiting. You have to find your way to the next port yourself. And yeah, the ship will not wait for you. So just to say that if it is something that you're going to be cutting it fine for time, definitely make a very careful consideration about whether you're going to book a ship excursion or an independent excursion. So for this one, I had to definitely did not have an independent excursion. I had a ship excursion, which meant that we were late back. It was fine. Ship's responsibility. Ship has a contract to make sure that you get back on. So it was all good. So after excursion, it was lunchtime, which we went to the MDR, which I had these sweet corn, they call them hush puppies. I don't know if it's an American thing, but it was kind of like a frittery dough ball-y thing with, I don't know, it was really nice. It had a little dip. They had chicken quesadillas for like the main course. Like it's not like a massive, like lunchtime smaller portions. And then the evening it was like, evening? Oh my goodness, I'm tired. It's been a long week. So the dessert was like a chocolate mousse, like chocolate orange mousse, which was really nice because I don't normally have like a chocolate mousse type thing. Like I don't really like chocolate mousse, chocolate ice cream, that sort of thing. But I did really enjoy that, so would recommend. Rest of the day on Ketchikan Day was just spent having a bit of quiet time. And then it was again solo meet time. Before solo meet, or was it after solo meet? Had a mojito. Sorry, can't forget about the mojito. Either before or after the solo meet, I had a mojito in the mojito bar. And then went to the teppanyaki for dinner, which is a bit of a show. Like it's one of your specialty restaurants that you will, if you get the More at Sea package and you get specialty restaurants included, teppanyaki is one of the ones that you can go to. It's very loud. I would say that it's very loud. It's definitely a performance. I think it's one to do once you've had a few drinks before dinner, if I'm being honest. And the food was fine. Like it was nice. You had your rice, I picked the chicken, so have the rice, have the chicken, and if you pick the chicken, you get the noodles and stuff. Yeah, it was quite nice. So, and good fun. The chef was good fun. So if you're watching this, because you may make a feature on my vlog. So if you're watching this, Thank you for being good fun. And yeah, so after teppanyaki that evening, it was glow party night. So we made the t-shirts for the glow party the previous night. It was glow party night this night. So yes, the glow party, typically on other ships we'd call that a white party, but it's a bit different for the more US and international cruise lines, where we call it a glow party. So it's like white clothing, but then like UV, like fluorescent colours and stuff like to go with it. So that was really good fun. The clips speak for itself, so I'm just going to put some clips in here about the party.
Junior cruisers, get on the dance floor. The junior cruisers know the song. They know the dance.
And yeah, so that was really fun. And after that, it was just bedtime. That was it, bedtime, another late night. 2 late nights in a row, what am I doing? So yeah, I'll do another follow-up vlog for sort of the final day and what I got up to. But yes, here's my post-cruise update. So I've got one more to go, which will be British Columbia, Victoria, Canada, and then heading home. So here's the one more vlog.